And we're here. This is our maiden voyage, episode 1 of our Satisfactory playthrough. We're going to go ahead and start off in the Rocky Desert, give it a map name, skip to Tier 1, and then explain a little bit about the game. So Satisfactory, as the name implies, is indeed a factory game, which means you're going to be scouring the world looking for different resources, turning those resources into more valuable and more difficult to make things to give yourself some different pretty cool shit. There's trains in this game, trucks, you can automate things, and the machines are cool, and belts are, as you could imagine, quite satisfactory. There's 3 main resources that we're going to need to be looking for here in the beginning: iron, copper, and limestone. I'm going to go ahead and scan for iron here and go ahead and move on over to where we actually find some here. Nice thing is we got limestone right there to remember for later on. And here's the iron. So we're going to go ahead and get this out. Get ready to fight these bugs. Here we go. 2 hits apiece. Not a problem for me. Not one problem. Couldn't have less of a problem. Take them all out. Get out of here. Okay. Easiest work of my life. So I'll take a moment here to go over the different things that you start with in your inventory whenever you spawn in. Get the easy mode, the tier 1. You get portable miners, you get the hub parts, you got some reinforced plates, you got copper, you got all the basic materials you need to start off. But what we do need to do is place the hub. First we got to clear this flora or fauna. Not sure, I guess, which one this is. But there sure are a lot of F's associated with a forest. Forest, fauna, flora, finches. Fucking birds, man. Anyway, go ahead, place down the hub now. Put that big beast down. And this is where we're going to be conducting most of our business for the foreseeable future. Now, another thing in this hub is the upgrades that we're going to have to get. And logistics is going to be the first one we get. So we'll go ahead and select that and start getting the resources for it. But first, we're going to want to get copper. So scan for that, collect a little bit of biomass, and then we're going to go ahead and run over there. Alright, looks like it's over this way. Well, we're out of copper, and now we get to deal with more bugs. How lovely. Alright, there's 3 of you, 1 of me. Let's make this fair. Go get 10 more of you. Okay, let's get the copper. It's pure. That's good. Throw a miner down. So now we've got copper to work with. Let's build the line. And that's it. So now we just connect it with power, run it back to the base, and we'll be making wire. But now it's time to make some iron. So we're gonna go ahead and place down miner, smelter, connected, constructor, connected, turn it into iron plates, power it on, bada boop, bada bang, bada bing, we're ready to go. All of a sudden we're making wire and iron plates. Oh, what's the power consumption look like? Oh wait, we need fuel. Let's get some fuel. That's how you make it. And now we've got it. Now that we've got some extra power, 40 megawatts to be exact, I think it's about time we go set up some concrete production. And we're here. And I had the fog turned off, so now there's some fog here, and the game's even more beautiful than it was before. Set up a miner. Now we don't need a smelter for this, because it's concrete. You just need a constructor, that's all you need to make said concrete. Now I'll power it up, and then realize I don't have enough cables, so I'll run back, and then I'll power it up. There we go. Now we've got concrete. And we've got wire over back there, and we've got iron plates. But what we really need is logistics, so we can split and actually use things efficiently. So I'll go ahead and not have enough resources, then launch that off. But I'm going to take a moment now to talk about the sort button. The best feature in any game. Ever.
Milestone
Forever and always.
Conveyor belts can
Sort
now
my
merge,
inventory.
split, and lift
Yes,
to
please.
increase the
Second best part
complexity
about
and
this game.
efficiency of your
Look at this
factory.
rocket launch.
We
I
encourage you
mean,
to consider more verticality when it comes to factory
what a
logistics.
rocket. Anyway, now that we've upgraded logistics, we've got splitters. So it's pretty much time to take down everything we built and, well, pretty much do it again. One little tip I can show you here is you can delete multiple things by holding control or hitting it on top of each individual thing. I did not know that in my first playthrough, and it was awful. Here, though, I can show you the merger, the splitter. The conveyor lift lets you use verticality in your build, sends things up and down. It's nice looking, I like it. Go ahead and add those to our hotbar and get working with them. We're going to need to split it off into 2 smelters. Easy enough. Okay, now I've got it splitting into 2, and then I'll just kind of build the rest of the line like this. Alright, and now it's done. Let's just power it on. And we're good. Now we're running. Another nice tip I can show you is that you can actually queue up things in your to-do list that you'd like to build later on. So you need more constructors, and we're going to do that, and then we're just going to hold space for an indiscriminate amount of time, which is what you guys are being blessed with, not having to watch the entire time, but just for educational purposes, we're going to just play this along. Watch nice and slow. Now the beauty of this game is automating this shit so you never have to do it again. Go ahead and get back to that, set this up a little bit better, but you know what? I think we could do better on this. Let's do something better. We'll make a merger and a splitter. You know, that's actually because we got the rods. There's too many rods going in, and we need to make screws too. So we're going to split half the rods off the middle one, send it over to this left one to make the screws. Because it takes a few, put down some storage bins, and just go ahead and store it all up. You know we want to have it all. Gotta go ahead and make a merger here, put it on the same line. You know, we need to have the plates, gotta have the rods, screws, and power. But I always forget power, so we'll go ahead and connect that up too. Okay, so here's how this works. The middle one, the rods come out, they split 7.5, 8, however it works, because there's 15 that come out. They go into these screws, the screws come out 40 at a time. They go into that storage bin, the plates go into that storage bin, the rods go into that storage bin. That's a 100% tier 1 iron factory. Do need to make it a second storage bin though, so we're gonna go ahead and change that over. And now we have a completely efficient iron factory for tier 1. Time to go make the concrete efficiency 100% as well. Make sure we've got enough power. And then all we gotta do is throw down a splitter, a couple constructors, and make sure you take your time just so you can put them down the wrong way, like a genius. Go ahead and fix that and start up these constructors. Just making limestone, nothing too difficult. And always making perfectly right angles. I always got my protractor on me, it's never off. Go ahead and merge them up, put them in a storage container. Now all I gotta do is power it all on, and then we'll have even better concrete production. Perfect. And we had the perfect amount of power on that line to power it, so that's easy peasy. And the concrete comes out in bags, stored up. Now we gotta make the copper good. But first, we gotta add another biomass burner in case the copper takes a little bit too much from us, because you know that's possible. And while I make this biomass very diligently, I'm gonna go ahead and forget to plug in the burner, leave it behind, and then get reminded of this issue later on. For now, get rid of the old copper line, and then build something much more efficient. Make a lot more wire, make a lot more cable. In fact, make a 100% efficient copper tier 1 factory. You know, that's all we're about here, is that 100% efficiency. Never wasting a single material. Go ahead and place some more smelters. We're gonna have to split them into constructors because each of these wire constructors only takes 15. And I kind of like this. We got that floating constructor, baby. Keep it in the air. He's got the high ground. He'd win every fight. Every fight. Go ahead and set this belt up and then realize I don't think I've got enough resources to do everything else. You see I'm very low on iron plates. Gonna have to go back and get more. But while I go back and get more, I think it might be a perfect time for me to get that base building upgrade. And it is. Look at this launch. This daylight launch. It's beautiful. Strafe all the way around it.
Reached. You
Oh.
have unlocked several structures aimed to provide the first
That's
needed to build
amazing.
basic factory infrastructure and
You could
improved
say
overview.
it's
Building these will
Satisfactory.
provide a grid for more advanced organizing and sectioning
Yeah.
of your factory.
I'll tell you what though, I found this bird. Can I feed him a nut? Nope. Back to building then. Fuck nature. Alright, 4 constructors. We're gonna need that to make the wire. They take 15 apiece. Each smelter makes 30. So, yeah, that's a 45-degree angle. The protractor allows it. Now we gotta figure out how many. Alright, we need 60 wire for 30 cable. Go ahead and make that up. Alright. Okay, boop, bop, bop. And looks like the line's just about done, ladies and gentlemen. You look at that. Oh, wow. In fact, I'm so happy with this line, I forgot that the power's down. So now we gotta go fix that. Put some power in this one, connect the other one. Now we've got power for days. Never gonna run out. Alright, we're stuck. We're just stupid. Okay. Connect these conveyor belts, and then it'll work. Yeah, goodness me. There goes them gots. So we get the wire coming out on the right, cable coming out on the left. Everything's storing up together. Nice. It's beautiful. Let's put up down a tower. Take a little look. See what we've done this episode. Let's take a little recap. So we built this iron line here. We've got the miner going to a splitter. Goes to 2 smelters and to 3 constructors. Those make rods and plates, and some of those rods make screws. So that's pretty easy. No big deal. And this is a 100% efficient iron factory. Tier 1. It's the best you can possibly imagine. It's the best you can possibly get. You'll never find anything better. Not one single YouTuber could even get close to it. Now we can take a little look at our limestone production, and that suffers from a similar affliction of being fucking perfect. And that's 100% efficiency, or even more than 100% efficient if you really look at it. You know what I mean? I mean, it's perfect. And then we also made our copper line. So we made our high ground constructor with the wire. And then we got some cable coming, so we got everything automated that we're gonna need. That's everything we need. That's tier 1. Basically it. Till we get assemblers later on. Maybe in episode 2. But I think this was a pretty productive episode 1. And this is just, it's a beautiful game. We've got giant walking horses. We got some power slugs out in the distance. That's beautiful. We got any more? Oh, there's one right there. But that's it for episode 1, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate your watch, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.